Hi, my name is Rachel and I OM. I'm 45 years old. I'm the executive director of a retreat center and I live here. It's in Northern California. My dad always says when I was born, he saw me and he thought, this child is baffled about what she's doing on earth. I was really sensitive and I cared a lot about people. I got my feelings hurt easily. I had a sensitivity to what was happening, but it also felt like it kind of stopped me from being able to come out in the world. And I was on this airplane and this woman sat down next to me and it was like I said hello to her and you could tell simultaneously she was exhausted and tired and just hoping deeply that I wouldn't talk to her, and you could tell she was so lonely all at the same time. And I thought that's so much of what my life is like. You get home and it's just kind of like silence, and I would cook myself dinner and then I would watch TV. And I remember one day I was sitting there and I was watching Grey's Anatomy and I was thinking about Friends, and I was like, I loved, Meredith on Grey's Anatomy, and I thought, my God, I feel closer to these people on this TV show, like their lives and what's happening, than I do to my own friends. Like I couldn't actually get into my own life. And that really shocked me. And that's one of the places where I was like, I have to do something about that. And I couldn't have that connection. And so it was a fantasy world that I lived in. And I didn't know how to get out of the fantasy world and actually have the connections I wanted with the men I wanted. That was my sex life, was just kind of me, myself, and my fantasy life, wishing for something else, but not actually able to get it. One of the reasons it was difficult for me to be with people is it had to be perfect, and I didn't know how to do that. It was like they were coming in too quickly and I was like, oh, I can't breathe. Or they would just take too much attention off and I'd be like, don't you even care about me? I feel lonely over here. There was only one perfect thing and I didn't always know how to get people there. I couldn't guide them. And Omi would say my spot. I didn't know how to guide someone to my spot. In my life, it always felt like, I really wanted people, that deep connection where you're like, oh my God, this is what life is like. I always wanted people there. And I would always just kind of guide them in the wrong direction. It was like, I wanted more connection, and then someone would come close to me and I'd just be like, oh, I gotta go. Or I'd pick a fight from New York. So I would pick a fight or, something. Or if someone would say are you upset? Or are you this way or that way? I'd be like, oh no, I'm fine. Everything's fine. I remember I'd think things really loud and I'd be like, why can't you read my mind? I remember thinking that before I started OMing, why can't you read my mind? I am thinking it so loud, it's almost like I'm saying it, but I didn't really speak. So I started OMing, and then I realized there's a spot, and I learned how to guide. So I would say can you pull the hood all the way back and just get your finger right on the spot? In the beginning I would OM it, they might go around it or they might go over it, or I was I couldn't quite figure out how to describe it. And then I realized, once they touched it, it's more sensitive than anything. And it was oh my God, I can breathe. I've been looking all my life to have someone right there with me. It's so sensitive in here. And how do I actually have someone be here with me? It's your most delicate part is opened in just the way you want it. I could just be with someone and be on that spot for 15 minutes and feel someone back there and not have to explain myself and not have to talk my way out of it or make a joke or make sure they were happy, but I just could have that deepest connection that I was looking for. And when I had that, it actually allowed me to have it in my life. But that's the only thing that I wanted, was just to have that spot touched. And really, it's the only thing now I want in relationships, is to have that spot touched, this spot of this is what it feels like to be alive and to be truthful and to be connected. And I have a lot of great relationships, and I have a husband, and I have all of these things that have come out of, they're just on the spot of connection. I just wanted to be a good friend and be perfect. And now I have friends who have seen the best of me and they've seen the worst of me. There's something that I've really learned about just being human. The practice of orgasmic meditation has given me the courage to be an alive person and to take chances and to fall and to make mistakes. I feel like every day is an adventure because of the practice of orgasmic meditation. I went from watching life from the outside and wishing I had a different life to actually having a life. I have the connection that I always wanted every day, and it's messy and it's not perfect, but it's alive. My name is Rachel, and I OM.